wish I would have had a camera out closer, but I didn't. But right there in the trail was a nice sized bobcat that I walked right up on. And then once he saw me, he turned around and ran the other way. We'll see if I run into him again, probably not. Well, I'm a few miles from where I saw the bobcat, still walking up. I just took a moment to see how beautiful this section of forest is here. Nice and plush, green. Felt the little sprinkles, so we'll see if I get rain or not. Alright, continue heading uphill. I often ask myself why I huff and puff up these hills just so I could spend the night outdoors with all my camping gear. And it would be so much easier to be sitting at home on the couch. But I think the answer to that is that I need this time for healing and to decompress my thoughts. I also use it for health benefits of mental and physical, that I don't have to go to the gym like a lot of people do to stay halfway fit. I can just come up here, throw a 45-pound pack on, and climb up hills. So I'm about halfway there for my day to get to my campsite. So everything's going smooth so far, no rain. We'll see how the rest of the trip goes here. I just have to watch out for these also. It's Devil's Club all over the trail. And since I don't wear boots, if I drug my toes across one of those, it would be very painful. So I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Alright, slowly starting to get above tree line here. You can see a little bit of color and then some clouds passing by. My camp's going to be in the middle of those clouds there, so we'll see how it is when it gets up there. It might be a little chilly. Sitting here taking a break, watching the clouds go through the area. I have about 1,000 feet to climb before I get to my campsite, but I might wander around here and see if I can find a composition. I only packed a telephoto lens up to 200 millimeter on my real camera, so I figured that would force me to find different types of compositions than I'd usually find with a more wide angle typical landscape lens. So let me see if I can wander around and find something. Taking a break underneath these trees here to get out of the clouds. It's pretty drizzly. There were some nice colors down low, but it was so drizzly I didn't want to take the camera out of the dry sack. I'll probably hit it up tomorrow on my way out. We'll see. You can see some old growth through the mist there. So you can see the last cold front that came through here dropped a little bit of snow. So it should make camping interesting. I hope I find a nice little camp spot. Would rather not camp on slush if I don't have to. Some pretty amazing contrasts up here. You have some nice dew plants, got a little bit of snow on the trees, and you got some autumn color. I zoomed in almost to 200 millimeters, lowered the f-stop to, I believe it's f4, and that would blur out the background when you lower that. And then I just wanted to feature the little berries on the end and the drops, and then use the plant stems. So I better get going to camp just in case the weather takes a turn for the worst here, and we'll see how it goes. Well, I'm glad that there's some running water up here, and I should be able to find a place to camp even though it's pretty soggy, but it'll do. You can see it came from that way down through that melting snow. It was very delicate, so I didn't slip, but I took my time and made it down here. made it to camp. I was going to shoot setting up my camp, but it was just too miserable, so I thought I'd better get my tip pitched and then get all cozy before I start wandering around. Some amazing colors with this fog or cloud that's passing through with a little bit of wind. You can just sit here and stare at these little mists coming through the area. It's quite entertaining. Yeah, I got my camp all set up. We'll see if the weather breaks enough to bring out the big camera. If not, I'll just wander around here with my phone, take a few pictures, maybe some video. It's pretty chilly out inside this cloud, but not enough where I had to put on extra layers, so I just put a windbreaker on, and that kept me warm enough. It's pretty damp on the ground from all this melting snow in this area. So it's kind of like being in a refrigerator with a breeze. But I came up here to do this type of camping, so I am prepared. Brought my 0-degree sleeping bag just in case, even though I won't need it. My extra insulation for my sleeping pad and stuff. So I'm sure I'll be fine. Go over a few things I brought up here. I got a dirty bag that I keep camp water in. Got a bottle, solar filter, my umbrella, small pot that I can cook Esbeck cubes to boil water for dinner, and inner tent inside the teepee, and then I keep a ground sheet that'll help keep the moisture out and have me sleep a lot warmer. And then, like I said before, I brought 0-degree bag. That's trash compactor bag, the white thing. And I do that to protect my sleeping bag. And then I keep, a second bag towards the top of my pack, and I keep my camera and any type of layers that I needed to get to real quick. Mainly it's just to protect the camera is my top priority. Can't afford to replace that. Alright, I decided to get the real camera out for a moment. Let's see, with this composition I zoomed in and then tried to make a picture frame with the green there, and try to capture a bunch of that mist that's on all the plants there. Alright, got the tripod set up, and I really like that little orange plant right there. So I thought I'd use the rule of thirds and put it at the top right third, and then use all the red to kind of make a minimalist type shot. Hope you guys like it. Alright, it's time to make dinner. Started my Esbeck cube. Gotta put the pot on it. For dinner I'm having dehydrated kale, dehydrated black beans, and then gonna throw like an Asian ramen in with it to make like some sort of soup. Alright, got the dinner going there. As soon as it's boiling, I'm gonna add the noodles and the broth packet. It's gonna get dark in about 10 minutes, so enjoying the last of the daylight. Not a shabby view from the tent here. It was kind of rough going today for photography because of the clouds and then cold wind and mist. I wanted to do a little bit more in my brain when I originally set off for this trip, but you can't control the weather, so we'll see how it is tomorrow. My noodles are almost done here, so almost time to eat. I'm looking forward to getting some hot fluids inside me. It's a little bit damp and chilly out. My dinner is done. Time to eat, and then I'm gonna lay down and get warm in my sleeping bag. That sounds really good to me. I just was sitting here thinking, I can't believe how still and quiet it is here in this cloud. As you can see, we're up before sunrise. We're going to try to get a landscape shot. Perhaps some alpenglow or some other lighting scene. We'll have to see what unveils. I slept pretty good last night. I tossed and turned a bit. It was pretty damp from the snow that was been melting. But overall, the weather actually broke right after sunset last night. All the clouds lifted and I could see the Milky Way and stuff. I was really disappointed in myself for not bringing my landscape lens so I can get some star shots. It would have been perfect, but oh well, you can't do everything. So let's go see what we can find here. Well, I found my first composition of the morning. I really like these. Probably can't see it very good, but those jagged peaks over there. I like the minimalist approach of has all the little jagged peaks, and then I use the rule of thirds and put the peaks on the lower third, and then the sun coming up creates a transition in the sky of different colors. I thought that was really trippy, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Alright, we're up here patiently waiting for the magic moment there on the mountain. Alpenglow is what I'm going for. For those that don't know what that is, that's just when the sunrise hits the mountain at the first moment and creates lovely reflective light, like orange and red and all those type of colors. You've probably seen that moment in a lot of photographs. So, sit here and wait in a little bit of breeze and cold patiently, and hopefully it pays off. Shouldn't have too much more to wait. I would probably say, judging by that pink to purple transition line right there, probably 1 minute or so. And then I'm looking forward to taking some photos and then going to having a couple cups of hot coffee because it's pretty chilly. Not gonna lie, but it's a beautiful morning. Probably the last chance that I get to get up this high and not have to walk in snow for the year. So I gotta enjoy. Not too shabby of a way to spend your morning. I'm just rapid firing every direction almost, finding different compositions. When the light's this good for only a short period, it's hard to do videos. But I'll put them up so at least you guys can see. In all the photos, I'm looking for using the rule of thirds or using angles or leading lines to lead the eye through the photo. An angle example would be a ridge line that slopes from top and then slopes to the right and down because your eye is going to follow that angle. So I'm going to do some more shooting. And I'm pretty happy with the photographs that I did get. I'm pretty chilly, so it's time to go down to camp and make some hot coffee. Sounds good to me. Alright, let's get the coffee going here. Do some dumping. Let me give it a stir. Nice and black, just how I like it. Got the coffee. And then we got the views. Alright, I'm starting to walk out of here. You can see the river and the mountains. And you got what's left of the snow. A lot of it melted last night, so that's nice. Makes it climbing this hill a lot easier. Alright, it's the highest point of the day here. And it's all downhill back to the trailhead. You can see peak, 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 peak. And then color. Alright, enjoying the last of the subalpine here before I drop back down into the rainforest. Got some nice colors going on. I probably won't take that many, or if any, photos, because I feel like yesterday I got what I came for. So time to head back down the mountain. Yesterday kind of sucked being that cloud. It was pretty cold, but nothing that you can't handle if you're prepared for it. I'd definitely say the stars of the show were my Hex Peak shelter, which was crucial for being fully exposed last night. And then for the first time this year, I've been using salt tablets that I got off Amazon. And I've hiked this trail a few times previously, and this is the first time I did not get Charlie horses or cramps on the way up. So that's a plus for sure. Anyways, thanks for coming along. Any likes or subscribers is surely appreciated. I'm looking to grow this channel over this winter, so share this with your friends. It will really help me out. Alright, thanks for watching.